Hello, today's video is brought to you by Controversial Opinions.
And don't forget to practice controversial opinions safely.
But always remember that even if you do practice it safely, there will always be people who don't agree. Which is fine, because people's opinions matter. No matter if you agree with them or not. So with that being said, hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today's video was requested by all of you guys on the Twitterverse when I asked you what video you want me to film. And a bunch of you guys upvoted, Sasha, can you talk about books that you are not interested in? And I was like, sure, why not? But a little disclaimer before I jump on into it. And that is just because I'm not interested in these books doesn't mean that they're bad books or I don't like the authors. It's just, as of right now in my life, I'm just not interested in reading them. Who knows, maybe in the future I will pick them up and decide to absorb their information and the worlds that they have to offer me. But as of right now, they're not on my radar, which is fine. But I thought I would let you guys know what books they are, just in case you too agree with me, or you highly disagree with me, and you love these books, or are going to hopefully love them, because some of them are not out yet. Some of them are very highly anticipated reads by a lot of the book community. But for me, I just know I'm not gonna be getting to them. So guys, with that being said, let's just jump right on into it with the first book I'm not interested in really reading. And I just noticed that pretty much all these books are very, very popular, so here we go. Okay, so this first author has a few books that I just aren't interested in. And that's mainly because I read the first 3 books in her series a couple years back and I really liked them. But I thought the series was over until BAM! More books are coming out. And what books are these? Well, that is the continuation of the Shatter Me series by Tahara Maki. I love Tahara as an author, as a person, she's not a blogger, but her Instagram is so on point. I read her Shatter Me series, at least the first 3, and then I continued on with her middle grade series, which wasn't my favorite thing, but you can definitely tell that Tahara definitely has a beautiful writing style and just a really vivid imagination. So that's why I was shocked when she was returning to the world of Shatter Me. I know that a lot of her stans are so hyped about it because everybody talks about it like every day on Twitter, which is so fine and cool, like do your thing. But for me, I'm not interested in reading the next few books. I did buy Restore Me, which came out in 2018, and then the next one, which is Defy Me, comes out this year. I'm not sure it's out yet. It might be. But I was actually really keen on reading Restore Me when it first came out, and I even bought it, but guess what? It's still sitting on my shelf unread, and I think that that's what it's going to be. Oh my god, sorry, Fraser's like licking his toy. Okay, I'm just gonna let him do it. So yeah, not really interested in reading the continuation of the Shatter Me series, but I hope those of you who have continued on with it love it and are very happy that it has been extended. Okay, so this next one also has an army of stans that are very much in love with this story's concept. Oh my god, he's licking his leg. Guys, it's just a leg, it's nothing else. So this next book is a sequel to a book that I did read, and it was so popular. I even read it for my book club, Utopia book club. Check it out. It was like one of our first books that came out, like, I think it's almost been 4 years, 3 or 4 years. It's been a while since the first one came out, and then the author decided to come out with a sequel to it. But once again, I thought that the story was over after just one book. That was a standalone. Then bam, she throws another one at us. And what is that? It's a sequel to Carry On by Rainbow Rowell called Wayward Son. I know so many people are hyped about this book, and you know what? I really did enjoy the first book. I know that there's lots of back and forth with the book community about the first book, which is Carry On, because it's pretty much a Harry Potter fanfiction, although fictionalized within the story of Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, another book, and then the fanfiction that the character wrote in Fangirl was then created into a full-length novel for us to read, Carry On. And I know some people were like, just rip off of Harry Potter, but I really loved the story. I thought it was really cool, and I was like, so what if it mirrors Harry Potter? Don't we love Harry Potter? And don't we love Simon and Baz? So I really enjoyed the book, but then I found out about Wayward Son, and I was like, oh, that's really exciting. I know that a lot of people will want to read it, but I'm just not interested in that right now. Maybe in the future I'll get around to reading it. But since it's been so long since I read the last book, it's not really a must-read right now. I have so many other lists of books that I really want to read right now, so this one is actually not going to make it to that list anytime soon, because I'm just not interested in reading it. Who knows about the future? If people start raving about it and really highly recommend that I read it, maybe I'll consider putting it on my must-read list, but as of right now, oh my god, Fraser, we're on camera. This is inappropriate. Not interested in reading yet. Who knows about the future? The covers are great though. Like, really solid covers. Okay, so the next book, Fraser, stop whining. They're not petting me. Fine, such a lump. Look how fat he looks. Fraser, she gets so fat. Well. Okay, so I've heard really great things about this series, but I'm not planning on reading it just because, I don't know. And that is the Renegade series by Marissa Meyer. This is like a science fiction epic adventure story that came out a few years ago, and she's been writing the series ever since. I've heard good things about it, but it's just not, I think maybe if I wasn't writing my own science fiction story when it first came out, I would have given it a shot, but when I write a book of a certain genre, I tend to not want to read that genre, like as I'm writing it, just because I don't want it to influence my writing style or my story in any way. So yeah, Fraser, you look like a little lump. But since my book series, The Andromeda Saga, which consists of Zenith and Nexus, has now come to a close, or is going to very soon, because Nexus comes out on May 7th. Go and get your copy down below, guys. Who knows if I'll have a resurgence of a need to read science fiction. But right now, I'm pretty happy in my romance thriller stage that I'm currently going through with reading. Love a good twisted, realistic story. Let me know some of yours down below. And never feel shamed for not being interested in very popular books. It's fine. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My username is @SashaAlsberg. And I'll see you next time. Bye!